So what I hear you saying, you got Adam and Eve in the garden. They are made good. They are perfect. They have it together. They once they high treason rebelled against God, the Creator. It's almost as if they became something else. Is that where we're going? It seems
Yeah,
like what I'm hearing you say. They became something else. This is why humans today have this identity of self. I see myself in the mirror, and this is who I am. This is why I am. And you get all these questions. I was born this way, and all those things in that way. And my thing is, it's not necessarily that you were born that way. I was born the way I am. It's because we have lost. We are no longer in. It's hard to say. We know that we are in the image of God, but truly we have left that. We are. You said something last week. You said a new species. We are now really a new species because of what we did to God in the garden.
sure.
And I'm gonna let you talk because there's some more
No, no,
things that's
no. Go
forming
ahead.
into my
That's
head.
good. That's
Because
good.
if we are a different species now after we ate of the fruit, and if you could take your time and just look over not American, human history,
Yeah, sure.
humans, I can go back to my father who
Sure.
believed he was a certain way of thing. When he was growing up before
Right.
he got saved, he believed he was one way, and nobody can tell him.
Right.
Nobody can tell him who he was. He thought he was the baddest thing on the street. He can get any
Sure.
woman he want. And the truth of the matter is, that's not showing God's image. What you're showing is human. That's what it. There's a scripture in the Bible. This is where I want to go to. So the Bible tells us that Adam has some children, but one of his children was not in the image. It was in the image of Adam. And I rarely hear anyone deal with that. And I don't know if it's a controversial statement or
No, that's
not,
good.
because this is where I start seeing, as he began to have babies, you see we get further and further away in the children that he had. He is now, Adam and Eve is now uh, changed species in essence. Now he has children, but with this specific child, he said he was in the image of his father. And I kind of think, go ahead now, go ahead. I always
That's
wanted to
good.
ask that question.
No, that's good. That's good. We'll see. In when before the fall, the man was in perfect fellowship with God.
Yeah.
When he failed, God made a definitive statement. He said basically the man will be as us.
Yes.
And basically what has happened here, Daryl, is that the devil knew that if he could get the man to fall, he knew that every child would be born self-assertive. He knew that if he could get Adam and Eve to fall, if he could get the one that produces the seed to fall, which is Adam,
Yep.
he knew that every child would be born carnal, meaning that they would be born disconnected from God. And therefore, Satan could claim, or per se, lay claim to every child. So, this is the reason why we are born again, because every child, and you said it, Daryl, that's the Spirit of God. Every child would be made after the image of their natural father. See,
Yes.
before I'm born again, I'm made after the image of Peter Clark. That's my
Yeah.
daddy.
Yeah.
And he's made after the image of his daddy. And
Yeah.
everybody that's born after the image of their daddy sin.
Yes.
Well, why
That's
why do they sin? I'm going to give you guys an acronym this evening. Sin means Satan is near, and it means selfish in nature. Those two
okay.
things. Satan is near, and it means selfish in nature. So
Come
when
on.
the man fell, Satan was near, and he became selfish in nature. He became self-oriented rather than God-oriented.
Come on. Come on. Talk to me.
So he had to be redeemed from his self-assertion. He had to be bought back. And here's the beautiful thing.